Hello everybody, in this video I want to show you a build called Bombastic. What's so special about this build? Well, this build was designed to be able for you to eliminate a large group of enemies very fast and feel like kind of an atomic bomb in a way. So what it has? Well, we're going to start with the spider armor. We have poison barrier here. The reason we want this is because we're going to have refreshment on our anchor. We have also faster attack speed, as well as mushroom to increase our attack speed as well. We have chilling, gravity pulse, and Feather+. Like gravity pulse is amazing because again we want this effect to pull in enemies and eliminate them as fast as possible as a group. Chilling is not a must, by the way, but it reduces the damage that you're going to get, especially when you get with lots of raid captains and there's a large group of enemies that can do lots of damage around you because you're pulling them together, so this can reduce the damage. It's not a must, but it's a nice to have one and can definitely help. Feather+ Shot here, by the way, again, it can help, but this is, again, it's because I don't have any other better spider armor. I would definitely replace this one with another one, but then again, I need to check instead of just going, say, go with this, go with that. But definitely this is something that is replaceable. For example, when I look into cooldown, this could be a good thing. The reason cooldown could be a good thing because I'm using here light feather. I'm going to explain to you why. And the cooldown this one, although 3 seconds, I prefer that it has reduction as well. So if I was to go with something else here, I would go with the cooldown. I'm using this bubble burster as you've seen in my previous build. I use it in this one as well. Is because of it has great utility. It's not reducing the cooldown, by the way, which could have helped with the light feather if I had it. So if you have, instead of this one, you know, I have, I'm just going to show you so you can know what to look for. If you have Cooldown Shot, that will be even better. This will provide nice utility, but Cooldown Shot can actually help you, of course, reduce the cooldowns, also the feather, and can be a better one here. Just keep in mind that this one is really good because it actually produces lots of bubbles that just stun enemies, and it significantly reduces the damage that you're going to get. Also buys you more time to kind of pull enemies while they are stunned towards you, and then you're not going to get hit and you're going to deal damage to all those enemies. And of course, if they are far away and get hit, for example, like from archers, they can be stunned, and because we don't have deflect here, again, if I have deflect, would be nice as well here. If you're going with, for example, cooldown, deflect would be nice, but we can actually kind of stun deflect if they get hit by the bubble. Right, all you need to just roll, and we get extra speed as well. All right, so again, you can see it's not perfect, and there are ways to kind of make it even better. So I'm just mentioning this just in case you have something, you know, with better perks, or you want to check out which one works for your playstyle best. Yeah, we're going to use this Encrusted Anchor. Now, I used a different anchor before this one, but Pain Cycle I didn't want here, and I wanted, although, by the way, this one is great, I wanted something that has artifact synergy, and this is, I was waiting for this and it dropped today. So basically what it does is, of course you can get Anchor to get 33% damage. I'm just going to show you if you're new to this. Where is it? Find one with, yeah, sharpness. If you level 3, 33 increased damage. All right, I can get committed relatively to the HP of the enemy, but this is guaranteed 80% extra damage if you use your artifact, and this is why I have this feather. All right, this again is for extra protection and this for extra speed, but this is the thing. I also want further cooldown reduction on this, but what happens here, I'm going to show you. This weapon that I'm using, the Encrusted Anchor, is very slow. All right, you see it's a big weight and then another hit. All right, now, okay, it can be even slower, by the way, because I'm using the spider armor. If I use another armor, it will be slower, see? But I'm using the spider armor to increase it. Now if I use Deathcap Mushroom, you can see it much faster, right? Now if I use it with and I'm gonna roll, you see how fast? Again, I'm gonna hit. You see immediately after I can hit more times. So basically what I'm doing with the feather, I'm hitting, using the feather, and I can hit again, all right? This is why I want faster cooldown on this one as well. All right, this would be amazing. And of course, faster cooldown in general, this means is that we're going to have Deathcap Mushroom available and this one available all the time. So again, if you get cooldown, in my opinion, cooldown will be the best here. So again, it's up to you. And this is also replaceable, by the way. So I told you, you can play with this. All right. So yeah, so this is the core of the build, and I'm going to show you some gameplay so you can see how it works. Basically, what we do is just go and we're going to delete a bunch of enemies very, very fast. All right. So it's going to show you some gameplay. And enjoy. And this is very, very powerful. Again, the key here is, oh, I forgot to just mention something. The artifact synergy. This is the most important thing here. You see the damage, I deal damage here. By the way, this one also is built in critical hit as well. So if I hit, all right, let's not get critical, please. Yeah, thank you. 2 million, all right. Now if I do a roll and I hit, I get 3.8. All right, again, I roll. I'm going to do this again, and I roll. 3.8. The reason I'm getting more damage is because I just use an artifact, and the moment I hit after the artifact use, I'm going to get 80% damage, and this is with no penalty whatsoever. The only thing I need is just to use the feather, an artifact, of course, one with a fast cooldown, and this is the one. So again, I recommend having a faster cooldown on this. And you have a really fantastic build with lots of damage. And let me show you some gameplay. Now the thing I want you to pay attention to is how fast I'm clearing a large group of enemies. This is just crazy. And look at the bubbles that I'm actually stunning enemies. They also get enraged. Now when they get enraged, they're actually fighting each other. So you're going to find like 2 or 3 enemies not even attacking you, just attacking each other. So you actually like looking at them, you're saying, what is happening here? Like even though have no enemies that are actually attacking you. So this can happen quite a lot. So as you can see, this is just very, very quick deletion of enemy. You just bomb them with damage and just wipe them. A large group of enemies. And keep in mind, the weapon is slow. Look at the exploding, how beautiful it works. Can you give it up? It's just insane, just crazy, working crazily well. Splashing with damage, and this is such a slow weapon. Even with when I'm using, you know, the fast attack, it's still not super fast, but we have really kind of big punch of damage, millions of damage that we're putting in. Now if you pay attention to this one, you can actually see enemies fighting against each other. That's actually quite fun. Take a look. Now if you think about it, that's actually an amazing thing. When they're fighting each other, you don't get any damage. And this is kind of really amazing damage reduction, and especially when you can eat those enemies from far away. So combination of amazing crowd control and insane damage just makes this so much fun to use. Look how fast I'm clearing a big bunch of enemies. So although the Wild Rage, this one, enchantment, is replaceable, this build is very, very effective when you're dealing with lots of enemies. It's kind of so effective, especially if you have bubbles, you have enrage. You're going to find yourself dealing with much less incoming damage. So yeah, so pay attention to the feather. It takes some time to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's just kind of a walk in the park. Pay attention, of course, to the health that you have, when to activate the poison barrier, and of course make sure you have Iron Amulet always on. I don't even activate it. Now I remember to activate it, so make sure it's always on. With big enemies, of course, you have the critical hit, so it really helps to kind of deal lots of enemies. Make sure you roll and again deal damage, and you're going to get rid of them very, very fast. And of course, unlike a pain cycle, there's no penalty here. You can deal triple damage, not 5, but triple damage, and again, no penalty to your to the health of your character. Now I'm just a bit because I need again to have the potion ready. Once it's ready, I'm ready to go in. And again, for this build, just a walk in the park. I actually enjoy seeing many enemies because this build is just designed for kind of clearing a large group of enemies very, very fast. Look how fun it is. Just a walk in the park. Just on a side note, you can try different armors. Keep this in mind. For example, I tried this one, which is Frenzied, Poison Barrier, Lifesteal, Melee Damage. Of course, you can do with Renegade armor, which you get melee attack speed plus 25 and damage reduction and extra damage, but you don't get the kind of a healing that you can get if you are engaging with enemies and you rely only on generating health with your potion barrier, which you can try and see what works for you best. But this is another alternative that you can try. So this is the build. I tried it and it's very, very powerful. I personally enjoy using the spider armor because, well, again, I could use here, but the extra healing I kind of liked, and I like the chilling when I getting into many enemies, so you won't get like tons of hits, and this kind of reduce the damage, and overall just went very well with the spider. But again, there is alternative. So I hope you enjoy this build. It's very fun, lots of fast clears, and this is really great for the Encrusted Anchor because it kind of compacts everything towards you, and you can eliminate and clear lots of enemies very, very fast. As considering this is a very slow weapon, even when you're using the light feather. So yeah, so this is it. Consider leaving a like and subscribe, and also make sure you visit the Discord channel where more information is available in the description of this video and the pinned comment. So make sure you join, because I'm going to give lots of drops, and there are many players who are trading great items. So make sure you visit the Discord channel. I'll see you very soon on the next video. Thanks. Bye bye.